Morning my YouTube friends, it's Margaret here from M.E.s Orchids, and I just thought I'd bring you to show you the two orchids in the back bedroom. This is Meadow Calcar, and this is one of those that I've mounted on live sphagnum moss. And what I do with these is just spritz them once or twice a day. That hasn't dropped any leaves since, and I'm really chuffed about that. And this is the other one. This is the Masdevallia Pyxis, and you remember that I got that new growth there. And likewise with this one, they just sit here on the back windowsill. And that moss just gets spritzed, and the last couple of days these haven't been in the orchid room at all. I just zoom out there. There's Keith, busy in the garden. He's been revamping that area, so just bear with me a minute. So I'm back into the orchid room now. And this is the other little mount that this is the Phalaenopsis finleyi, and if you remember that little tiny root there, I don't know whether you can see it now, the sun's just coming out, there it is, can you see? Just tucking out there, and I actually think this little root has grown, and some of this moss, I have to be careful because these are species Phalaenopsis, and I'm never too sure how wet I should keep them. So these only get a tiny little spritz. Put that one there, bring the other one down, and this one here. And this is Phalaenopsis parisiae. But the moss hasn't died. I'm really chuffed with the moss, and I do think it gives it a lovely appearance. These are in the orchid room, and there's a new little, well, there's a cakey there, and that centre leaf down there, can you see it, is actually growing. You see that leaf there is dying back a bit. But I'm hopeful that these will, you know, go from strength to strength. And this is the other one here. And if I bring it, this is how the lid is, because that little bit there just hangs onto it there. And if I bring it forward so you can have a look, and this is the tubiolabium. And can you see? That little tiny reservoir of water has virtually diminished now, but that's just sat on this bed of moss, and it's just positioned there like that. Can you see? I have to just get it right, otherwise it falls forward. I'll do that off camera. I don't want it to fall forward. And so everything that I've mounted in live sphagnum moss, I'm really chuffed with. And this is, of course, the Tolumnia scandens. This is the species one. And still nothing happening on this yet. Of course, this is the mother one, but nothing's happening on that yet. So. But we know we won't be disheartened. And that's the other one, of course, with that little tiny leaf, which is still growing. Now everything's been, all this shelf here, that's Vanda Peaches, and that's been watered and fed. The Sideria japonica just tucked in there, that's been watered and fed. The Sidendemphinia there. And baby angel over there, this is Vanda miniata. Every one of these has been fed and watered. Even the Gomza over there in the corner, that's Gomza Lecco, Long Island. And what I've done, I've also just put the two little Phalaenopsis, the species ones, the Amboyensis, which is the far one, and this little one, Samira. I've just put them here on this particular part of the shelving, and the reason being, as the sun comes round, it hits this side of the shelving here, and that'll enable them to dry out, but also get some extra light. Because I have a feeling that, you know, they don't like a lot of direct light, but I think they do like some light. And of course this is the Vanda costylis Lucinary, and that's doing well there. This is the other one that's mounted, of course, and that's the Scapha glottis. And this has to be watered a lot. Can you see how that leaf's breaking through that sheath there? So I think everything's coming along fine now. There's that tetragonum, that leaf, that new leaf there has opened, and there's one coming up at the back. So these have all been watered. Well, the majority of them have all been watered and fed, and the humidity was over 70, and now I've had the door open and come back and forth. It's now only 63. Look at the angraecum. Look at that. And so it's just a very quick video. I'm going to go into the garden now with Keith before the really bad weather sets in. And we're in for a few days of well, it's showers, high winds, sleet. It's going to throw everything at us. There's that nice growing tip now, and that M.E.s Falcata, and I'm sure that's a flower inflorescence there. And all these big, the Cattleyas and this M.E.s have all been watered, and this is of course the Laelia purpurata, that's also been watered and fed. And we've been all through these others before. Everything's growing nicely. I've watered today the Pathiopedilum, and if I lift that out now, there's that new leaf there, and there's the new leaf developing there. And before I just finish, this is the Procativolia Jarak Green Star, and you remember the roots at the top there, not the one that's showing now, but the one that's going down. It's gone down there through the charcoal, and look, it's come out there. So this is, can you see the roots? This is in this feed here. So it's lovely and warm in here. We're already 23°C, and everything's, you can see the lights against me, I do apologise about that. So I'll take my leave of you, and oh, this is of course the let's have a look for you, let's get the name right. Oh, this is the Vanda falcata Schutenu, and I'm sure that there is it's either a new growth or something's happening there anyway. So I'll take my leave of you, and from me to you, take care, and we'll be back soon. Bye bye now.